Why knowledge matters.
So as I got to reading a detailed article which I published last week, I left St. Joseph's College, which was the first English-speaking secondary school in the English part of Cameroon. I transferred there, but I was the principal then, Monsieur James Toba, facilitated my transfer to Bishop Ogan. So when I went to Bishop Ogan, I went to Bishop Ogan Form 3. In Cameroon, we have a 7 year, we have secondary school for 7 years, which includes its high school. So I went to Bishop Morgan College in Form 3. And when I got there, Dr. Professor Walton Kui was my history teacher in Form 3. So I still vividly remember that we nicknamed him Perus. So why did we do that? He was also the librarian. And as a student in Bishop One College, I just admired seeing teachers in the library. We were still young, we were 12 years old, and seeing a teacher in the library studying impacted us. In fact, it impacted us. He was a master of the library. So whenever you wanted to borrow a book, you go to meet to Dr. Nkwe. So we really admired his love for books. So in one of those assemblies on Fridays, he came and said that he was perusing the shelves and noticed that some people have not brought back their books. So we're just so touched by this word peruse. It's a high level English, peruse. So we had to go to a dictionary to take what it meant, So it really impacted on us. His level was so high, was higher than us, which impacted on us to search for knowledge. He inspired us to search for knowledge. So that's the first thing I remember of him. He was a man who used very high, his English grammar was extremely high. Secondly, his dressing. He was very professional. In fact, when we were in class, we knew he was coming. His shoes, back in Africa, we have this, we call it knocks. We put it under the shoes so that the shoes do not get uh, worn out. He had it in all his shoes. So whenever he was walking to the class, we knew he was coming. You get the sound, cocks, 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 cocks. So we adjusted. And he was professional. He thought without reading from any textbook. In fact, he knew all the dates of history. He taught us history to his fingertips. So we were so admired by his capacity, by his ability to know his material in total. He knew it all and all. And so that's the second. The third has to do with his simplicity. He was so simple. You could see him in the dormitories. You could see him playing with us football. He was so simple. That's why we really loved him, because he was like a student, but at the same time, he was a teacher. So those things really impacted us, especially me. And I fell in love with research, with books. I just can't imagine my life without books.
That's why knowledge matters. Make your life a masterpiece. Visit now programs.d-ykm.com.